For this video, I wanted to try to find something that you might not be familiar with. So I chose this. This is a Rick Barry card from the 1970-71 ABA All-Star 5x7 picture pack. Now, if you encounter this set in, let's say, a comprehensive price guide, you're searching for it, upon finding it, you might be surprised to learn that they're simply 5x7 pieces of paper. Look, and in fact, let me flip it over. The back is completely blank. Let me show you something else. There's a standard size card beside it just to give you an idea of the size. But yeah, 5x7 piece of paper, that's all. Fortunately, authenticity isn't much of an issue with this set. But being that it's only paper, if you're uncertain at all, it doesn't hurt to compare the image quality to a known sample. And you could just really quickly assess the paper like this. See, this is just a cheap white sheet of printer paper. Nothing special at all. And there's what the card from these 70-71 picture packs looks like up against white paper. So if you're worried at all, it doesn't hurt to request that. There's a beautiful simplicity to these cards. It's just a simple black and white photograph, the player name underneath, and then the team name at the bottom. There's no numbering on the cards. So if you're looking at a price guide, it's going to be alphabetical by last name. Despite the, quote, cards just being paper, as well as the set itself being off the beaten path of standard basketball card sets, I really think this is a unique component that you could add to your collection. There were some comprehensive price guides in the early 2000s. It's called the Standard Catalog of Basketball Cards. They printed them quite a few years in a row. And this was the first set that was listed in those price guides. It's tough to beat ABA when things are alphabetized. The guide lists the price of the set at $60. I mean, it's all irrelevant. They're not particularly valuable money-wise. They're just tough to find, you know? There were 12 All-Stars from the ABA that made up this set. And this is the first card, the Rick Barry card. It's the highlight. Avid basketball fans will recognize many names, but honestly, your average fan, Rick Barry is one of the only recognizable players for them, I think. Let's talk about relative value. I mean, the standard catalog that I was looking at, again, early 2000s, it lists the Rick Barry at $15 and all the other ones at $5. So, yeah, not very, very easy to find, but it does stress the added importance of this particular Rick Barry card. That's why I bring that up. Now, the photo on this card, where he's kind of gazing upwards, pretty calm, yeah, it's staged, preparing for a shot. This photo was used for other Rick Barry images, press items, memorabilia. You might recognize the photo from elsewhere. Also of note is the team name at the bottom, the New York Nets. ABA items, I think they're really neat because they're snapshots in history, and they often kind of take us back to these times of transition. There weren't really very many years that New York Nets was a valid team name. The team started in the ABA in 1967, the New Jersey Americans, and very quickly moved to Long Island, and the name changed to this New York Nets in 1968. The name being New York, it was chosen because it rhymed with Mets and Jets. The team merged into the NBA in 1976, and then shortly afterwards moved to New Jersey, and they were the New Jersey Nets in 1977. That was the end of that team name. Just to give you some context about when that New York Nets would have applied. Of course, they're the Brooklyn Nets now. So lots of history there. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed looking at something just a little different than your standard basketball card. So there you have it, 1970-71 ABA All-Star Picture Pack. Don't see these too often. They're fun. ABA items, a lot of history there. Well, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.